Hey, this is Zoe Williams of the Voice of Reason and So What Morning Shows here at Dash Radio. Listen, everybody on YouTube, you guys have been a tremendous support for my shows, and I appreciate everybody for tuning in every week and, participating. But I'm serious than a mug. We need your help on the GoFundMe campaign. We really want to do the VOR radio network, and I'm asking you personally, each and every one of you, we're over nearly 24,000 strong here on the channel. We need you to support by donating. Just click that little button down there and it'll take you directly to the GoFundMe campaign. It's gofundme.com/Zoe Williams. Anything you can do is greatly appreciated. It continues our movement. It continues our forward progress. And I appreciate you all who have already donated. If you can do it again, I thank you so much. Thanks again. So what? I'm out.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss a woman's ass. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my nip.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason. Welcome to the Voice of Reason. Man, if y'all didn't hear today's show, the Zoe What show earlier today, when I tell you the Zoe What show was off the charts, sometimes I'm a little unnerved to bring those types of shows here to the ladies. I don't know how y'all would would deal with that.
Oh yeah.
So that's their way of saying we don't even know what the topic was. Eh?
Right. It's not fair.
We don't even know what y'all was talking about. So earlier today, as you know, we do 2 shows on Mondays. We do the Zoe What Morning Show in the morning, 11 to 1 a.m. or 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Mm-hmm. So we talked about the existence of extraterrestrials.
Ooh, yes, please. Yes.
Y'all couldn't fuck with that.
Man, aliens are for real.
Yeah,
yo.
no, I believe in all that kind of stuff.
Come on. Y'all stop. You acting like they interested in that kind of shit right here. Really? For real?
No, y'all don't understand. I really believe.
Yeah.
I really believe.
Mimi, you believe?
I believe.
In aliens.
I believe in aliens. I believe there's spirits. I believe that there's spirits walking around we can't even see right now. We live in a spiritual world.
We should have added some ladies to the conversation.
Yeah, you be leaving us in the dark.
Do you guys think because you guys are Christians, do you guys think the Holy Ghost was an alien?
No, I believe that God actually, like the concept of where we came from is alien. Like, because in the translations, it's like world or world. Like humans and Earth aren't the only existence that was created. Like we're cocky to think that we're the only beings that a higher being made. Dumb.
That's, hey. Is God an alien?
Right.
Now niggas is quiet.
I think so. Like, I believe, yes.
I believe God is whatever he wants to be.
Hey.
No, stop. That's why we didn't bring y'all ass to the conversation.
No, like, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no, the reason I say that is because God is just God. So, God could be an alien. God could be a big mountain. I'm just saying God is God. So, it could be an alien, but I believe that in the other worlds, I believe that there's other planets, other world, other types of beings, some like us, some far, they don't look anything like us, but they're so powerful. So there's so much to it. And I believe that the U.S. knows there's aliens, and that's why they find them. So I believe that there's just things that they try to keep hidden and a secret because it would scare us and it would make us be more concerned about things they don't want us to be interested in because there's secrets in there too. So
what about Genesis chapter 6? And the sons of God came,
Right.
and saw the daughters of man,
Yes.
and took all that they could, and they bore children.
Right. Like we
Could
are
the sons of God be aliens?
Yes.
Yes.
It's like the definition of aliens.
I'm
Like,
an
that's
alien
it.
because I love taking the daughters of man.
you know what?
Well, and to say like we're from gods, we're humans and of gods. Like that's the translation. Like that's the direct translation.
And all my children are of renown. They're great men and women. I can't wait to see what my daughter turns into. She's really a fucking alien. Yeah, they're all Sag. Jeez.
Wait, all your babies are Sag?
Yeah, they're all.
Wow.
It's unlimited passion.
Right.
Let's do it!
I'm hot.
Love it.
Right. Unlimited fire. That's what we're dealing with.
From a Gemini.
Yikes.
Old ass soul dad. That's hilarious.
You already know they wise.
That's
well,
right.
yeah.
Well, the daughter is the wisest, I have to say.
But hey, the apple
Makes
doesn't
sense.
fall far from the tree. They have someone wise to look up to, and that's a blessing.
The girl is wise, though.
That's right.
She be telling me shit like,
I like her.
Like, really?
That's right.
Consult with me first.
That part.
Listen. Today's topic is going to be crazy. Before I even get to the topics, though, you got to go get Total Package Energy. I think I'm almost out of that shit. It's almost done. Total Package Energy. Go get some right now. Frank, pull up the website so people can see the website. Total Package Energy. Black-owned business. Better than any energy drink I've ever had. Period. Hands down, bar none. And I'm going to tell you the truth. The best tasting energy drink I've ever drank, Pit Bull.
Really?
You know the owner of Roscoe's? Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles? Pit Bull is owned by him.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Pit Bull is delicious. I drink some Pit Bull just like it's Kool-Aid because it tastes like Kool-Aid. He got the taste right. But the energy part of Pit Bull, you're going to get jittery. There's going to be a crash. You know, you're going to get your supernova on. You're going to burn hot and fast.
Right.
And then you're going to burn out. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. I promise you. That's how it goes
I
down.
can't do energy drinks, so that's cool.
Yeah, I promise you.
Even coffee makes me jittery. Honestly, that's
Like, I would
don't
have a
drink
straight
it.
panic attack. You don't understand. So I mess with green tea with some stevia. That's it.
Let me just tell you.
I'm just
For Total Package Energy, no sugar, no carbs, no preservatives, amino acids, neural enhancer.
Ooh, a neural enhancer.
I'm telling you, it's not the same.
Oh, well, that doesn't sound like the same. I'll try it.
This dude that developed it.
Okay.
The dude is one of the best trainers in the world. He trains DeMar DeRozan,
Ooh.
Damon Lillard,
Okay.
Jabari Bird. All these fools is up there.
I like
He trains New Williams, my son. I'm just being honest. Like,
right.
This dude is not a game. And I keep saying he's like a sensei. He's not just lift the weights. He's lift the weights and breathe in and hold your breath for 10 breaths. You know, it's qigong and weightlifting. It's weird. And then drink this.
I like
I'm
it.
telling you, Total Package Energy. Go support them now. And it's cheap. One case, $29. It's cheap. I tell people to get 2-3 cases. Load up. I'm a writer. Anybody know anything about writing? Sometimes you get hit upside the dome piece while you're asleep with a concept, with an idea.
Yeah.
Got to get up and I got to write it. I got to get it out. So I'm telling you, man, that stuff is genius for that. But I will warn you, don't drink it in the evening.
Right.
You're just not going to go to bed. Period. There's some other things I need to promote. Do I have a copy? Can you see if I got a copy in that bag? The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship. You got to get your copy right now. Go support it right now. The Relationship Dismount. Here it is right here. Pada boom. Right? The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship. If you want a physical copy, all you have to do is go to my website, IamZoeWilliams.com. Pre-order your copy right now. Once you pre-order your copy, I will ship it, pack it, and ship it. I'm going to the post office tomorrow. I have shipments to make. You want yours to be in that shipment? Go to my website, IamZoeWilliams.com, and ship it out or order it.
Right.
Yeah, order it.
Order it so you can ship it out.
Order it so
yes.
I can ship it out.
Right.
Order it so I can ship it.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
That part.
Then there's another book I'm working on, The Holographic Relationship. I said it was going to be out this year, but I doubt it. I promise you, I am working on that thing 3 times a week.
Okay.
With 3 or 4 different editors.
Hey.
Because I need to make sure that it is turtle pussy tight.
Oh Jesus.
Or as Bobby would say, ain't nothing safer than bear pussy.
You know what?
Try to roll up on a bear and get some pussy. See what happens. So I need to make sure that it is Trump tight. And I'm one of those guys who overchecks, double checks, triple checks. The holographic relationship is going to be so sound in terms of, listen, I don't want the same old ideas.
Right.
How many times have you picked up a relationship book and they said communication is the key to relationships?
Right.
How many times have you picked up a relationship book and it said honesty is the key to relationships?
Right.
They're all saying the same thing. How many times have you picked up a relationship book and they inferred your relationship with God is the key to your relationship? For me, we need new ideas.
Yes.
And I'm trying to push us in such a direction, right? I'm trying to push us in a new direction to where those new ideas are starting to manifest. If you want to pre-order your copy, I'm urging you to do so right now. Pre-order your copy. Oh man, it's gonna be amazing.
Yay.
The Holographic Relationship. IamZoeWilliams.com. Pre-order your copy right now. All right, I'm done promoting. Now it's time for today's topic.
Yay.
Yikes. Today's topic, man, is going to be crazy. I don't even know what to tell y'all. Y'all ready for this?
Yes.
You know I'm going to blame the women. I just think I need to do it. Okay, cool. Let's go. Monday night, not so fair fights. Damn. A deeper look at how to fight for yourself against your significant other without ruining your relationship.
Right.
Damn. How do you stand up for yourself? Mm-hmm. Standing up for yourself is one thing. Checking your partner is another. Mm-hmm. You know you can only check your partner so many times before it's a real situation. Right? Most partners are invested in being right.
Yeah.
They don't want balance. Most partners are invested in the struggle to gain power over their partners. How do you fight fair? What are the rules for fighting fair? Do you set these rules up before you get into a fight?
You try.
Right.
And then even if you set yourself up, y'all set the rules up, how many of you motherfuckers stick to the rules?
Right, man.
In the fight,
Man.
motherfuckers will abandon the rules.
Right.
In the fight, motherfuckers, fuck the rules.
We fighting.
How many motherfuckers are, watch this, how many motherfuckers are keeping track of infractions? Keeping score.
Man.
Tallying shit up so they could use this for later on.
Right.
You see, you know why I do these kind of shows? Because I want to tear down the fact that motherfuckers think they in love. And people be like,
So
what?
mean.
They be like, so why you want to do that? That's fucked up. No, I want to bring reality to your relationship.
Right.
Because you motherfuckers is living off the fumes of fantasy. And then when it's time for you to really use the tools to keep a relationship functioning, you don't want to do it.
Right.
You don't have it. And then you go into blame mode. We here because if you had done this. Don't get me started. Let's keep going. Is it better to fight when your spouse is ready and willing as you are? Fight, listen to this, hashtag, fight by mutual consent. Do you shut the fight down if your partner goes, I ain't got it. I don't feel like fighting you right now. No.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
I'm not finna
I've
sit
been trying
here
all these damn strategies
with this
and my
little
shit
youngster.
still blew up.
I'm not finna sit here with this youngster talking about,
How am I going to argue with myself? I can't argue by myself. I got to wait.
But women do it all the time. Stop.
Well, that's
they do.
crazy.
You be having a conversation. It's a fight by yourself.
Listen,
I'm witness
it's
to all of
two
this.
ways. It's
Right.
how many times the women are in this on this line. I'm just not finna talk about it. Well, listen, I'm trying to talk to you about what's going on. I'm not talking. You can't make me talk.
Like right now.
Then see,
Right now.
there's your logic. There you go. Like right now, I don't want to talk. But when you want to talk, I'm talking about just from the female perspective. When you want to talk, how many times somebody been called a bitch ass nigga because he don't want to talk?
Oh, damn, yeah.
This is so hard for me because my most recent relationship, like our gender roles in this situation were completely turned around. So everything that is stereotypically female that you're describing was him, and everything stereotypical dude. And that's what's so irritating. I'm like, damn, shit. Like, he was a female.
Oh my God.
Oh, you can't just shit on the brother like that. I can't let that happen.
No, but like it's because I don't have the reference point because I'm like, I know girls do all of that. But in my most...
You don't have a reference point.
No, I was going to say my most recent reference point is that one. Like I wish I keep trying to like go back to other ones like, oh, generalize it. But like the most recent one I have is like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I just have never been that person to keep continually going. Well, why am I gonna sit here and like go in on my man or if we're getting into a fight and he is not prepared or he wants to cool down, like my man now, he's like, I need a second to just cool down because it's gonna escalate if we don't. So we'll separate, we'll relax, and then we'll come and talk. That's it.
How many women are just afraid to fight? How many men are just afraid to fight? They avoid conflict.
A lot.
Really?
Some people do. I mean,
Listen,
some people love
wait,
to
hold
fight.
on.
It just
This
depends
is
on
why-
the person, right?
Why?
This is why I love Rachel. Rachel, all of 12. Really?
Well,
How
why?
is that?
When I've never heard of a situation like I've never seen. Right. Shut up. I've never heard of a
You
situation.
came in here eating some spicy hot Funyuns.
Right,
Yeah, I've
man.
been eating
Rachel.
all day. Honestly, those are horrible for you, but there's only the convenience store is right there. What do you want me to get? That nasty ass hot dog or something? Like that's disgusting.
You're
You
hilarious.
still think this is a meal?
it's not a meal. It's that I didn't have time. It was either get Chipotle and be late or get some hot fries and show up and be on time and be professional.
Hot fries!
And call it a day.
Oh my goodness. The fuck?
Oh my goodness.
How do you fight fair in relationship is today's topic. If you're just tuning into the Voice of Reason, yo, that's what we doing.
Right.
Can you stand up to your partner without stomping on them? Ooh. Do you have, are you in a relationship with a child?
Right.
An emotional child?
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Listen, I've been that guy. I've been an emotional child. Motherfuckers had to walk on eggshells around me before. Like, sometimes women just be like, I can't even deal with this. But vice versa. Sometimes the man is like, damn, I got to coddle her ass in order for her to understand what I'm trying to say.
Right.
How can you fight fair? What are the most effective rules for fighting fair? I want you to call in and tell us your success and failures. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. That's the number to dial, 323-230-4610. Mimi!
Yes.
What are your top rules for fighting fair? And when do you establish those rules?
Well, I think that off the top, I think when you're really into someone, you might want to say, I don't ever want to really argue with you, but if we ever have a disagreement, maybe we can come up with a way to make sure it doesn't go too far. So maybe we can either write a letter to each other, what's making us so mad, then we can come together and discuss it after reading the letter.
Could it be an email?
It could be an email, it could be a text, it could be just some way where we're writing it, where there's an understanding, and then therefore after reading it, then you guys can maybe conversate back and forth if it's that big of a deal, and then meet up and then deal with it, in a matter where you guys have an understanding of each other's feelings.
Okay. I
know?
can fuck with that.
Yeah.
You don't get to answer just yet. You the baby right now.
Okay.
This is the baby.
That's fine.
Tiffany?
Wait, what was the question again?
What are the top rules? And then I'm coming to Rachel.
Right.
Top rules for fighting fair.
So, for me, the top rule is establishing those rules.
That's
for
the
fighting real fair.
Rule number one
is make the rules.
Establish the game plan.
Yes.
Okay.
So and I've done this. Like I've gone through marriage counseling twice, and I've gone through personal therapy, and to know what your limit is. Now the issue is, especially when you're young, you don't know what the limits are yet. So making these rules is a little arbitrary, or you just testing them out. But I know what my rules are.
What are your rules?
My rule is, if I get so passionate and or upset that I'm yelling, like screaming, I need to take a time out, or you can tell me to take a time out.
That's
a minute. My rule.
Yelling and passionate. I just want to be clear. Loving or yelling and passionate, right?
Yes.
Means it could mean you're irrational.
Right.
So how can I tell you to stop and be rational?
So that's why you talk about it when you're not upset.
Right.
When you're in a good place.
Right.
So then it's already established. So when you call timeout, you're like, okay, even if I am irrational, like we already discussed this is predetermined. So then I can recognize it like, oh. Because if you think I'm being irrational, you're not receiving what I'm saying. So regardless of how logical I think I'm being, and I'm passionate, just how I feel, like you're not receiving it that way. So for you to be like, yo, homie, you're screaming, can we take a time out? I'll be like, okay, cool. That's just your way of telling me you're not receiving me well.
Okay. I can smoke
so
a little of
that's
that.
my number one rule is establish the rules, because again, I come from a household where I say my parents are my mom is my household's half the people are partially deaf. So we just scream, we loud as hell. Okay. So, but my thing was I didn't want to scream fight all the time. I grew up in a household where it's just mama's scream fighting all the time. I was I think we can be able to have arguments without us just scream talking at each other all the time. So let's establish some ground rules to try to have productive communication. So when we have breakdowns, because you're going to have fights or disagreements, but they don't need to be blowout scream matches. So I was rule number one is establish the rules.
Wow. Are most people in relationship petulant children? Rachel! What are your rules?
definitely have to be ready to talk, to have the conversation. So there's that. I feel like no name calling or anything like that. I also don't want to go to sleep mad. Like, we have to figure it out before we go to sleep.
You have to.
I used to think that, and then I learned.
I know. That's how
figure it.
That's how I am right now. Those are my rules. Oh, and then something you mentioned earlier is just kind of not keeping like count. That's something that would annoy the hell out of me.
I know how women could win every argument.
Ooh, please.
Whatever he's mad about, just give him a blowjob right there.
Nope, I've tried it. It did not work. I'm telling you all, I've done that strategy and still failed.
I'm just gonna say, dude, I'm a man.
Right.
I'm gonna choose a blowjob over an argument.
Mm-hmm. I've been shot down. I've tried this strategy.
You've been shot down?
I tell you all, I got to
get your mouth away from there. What?
Yes, I have been turned down. I have been turned down by my ex. Like, I know we're mad at each other, but let me just... No, I'm not. What? And then that's when I went and cried and wrote a journal entry in my phone. I could read it to you right now.
No, I wouldn't want you to... That would
I swear to you.
That would be
oversharing.
Yes. Are your partner's secrets safe with you? Or are you merely your marriage's not yet court-assigned stenographer?
Ooh. Nah.
The secrets are safe. I don't play that game.
Listen, we live in a technologically driven society, and the people that are closest to you wind up being the people who turn on you.
You're right about that part. Now, that's true.
I'm just saying, for today's relationship,
that's true.
That's horrible.
So fighting fair is rare today.
Right.
True.
You're right.
I want to know, what are the illest unfair tactics in intimate relationships? Tiffany, what have you done that was just dirty? You know it was unfair.
Oh, I'm not actually.
You.
No,
She done did some bad shit too.
My thing is, I'm not actually ratchet. Like, I'm not gonna actually fuck up your car or like do something to your clothes or whatever. But on the flip side, I will mentally make you think I did. So,
so you're a gaslighter.
So we got in a fight, and I took every one of his sneakers and put them in storage.
I don't know. That's funny to me.
He has 120 pairs of kicks. And
you don't mess with a man's sneaker collection.
Well, don't cheat on your wife then.
Oh, well.
And you get your sneakers. I mean, I gave them back and I put them back and they all were nice. But like,
whoever the good brother is, I promise, I'm not asking for the information. She just be, I swear to God.
So I won't actually damage anything. I'm not actually gonna like jack anything up. But like, I will play a mental game with you if you push me there. I'll play it.
Okay, this is what I need you to do. Yeah. Because that is textbook gaslighting.
Yeah.
Can you tell everybody what gaslighting is so they'll recognize that shit when it's happening?
Well, when you do something to flare the situation so they can't think coherently, so you know you win the argument.
Like moving shit. You making them think they crazy. They know that they've experienced something. And you go, that's not it. That didn't happen.
Right.
And then you'll manipulate the environment.
Right.
To make them think Tiffany crazy.
I have never said I'm not crazy. But I've admitted that, like, you know, I'm not dangerous.
Oh my God.
I'm a non-violent crazy.
Jeez.
Your stuff is always safe.
It's
always.
Just in storage.
It's just in. Also, I'm OCD, so it's not just gonna be in a box and your stuff's gonna get raggedy. They're in plastic storage containers, nicely organized.
That, just because they clean and organized don't mean they not stolen.
Oh no, they weren't like storage as in the garage, like not like in some unit locked somewhere. Like, well, just go to the garage and get your sneakers. He's just lazy as fuck. That's all.
Wow. I hope y'all learning. That's why she on the show.
That's when you cheated. Like, you cheated and you tried to make me think I was crazy. So your sneakers are gone.
What has yo young perfect badass done?
Oh, like perfect.
I've never experienced that. What are you talking about? Only rose petals over here, nigga. Seriously, what? Come on.
Well, one thing that I definitely was.
Cleanliness.
Yes.
No, go ahead, Rachel.
One thing that I used to do that I was called out on was like turning my back on the person, so to speak. So like if they're, here and ready to have this like argument, it wasn't even like I'm not doing this now. I would literally just like kind of turn my back and I'm done with this. And that is, I was called out on that.
The conversation is over when you say it's over.
Pretty much. Yep.
Yeah. Talk to my
exactly.
back.
Exactly. Yep. And so I was called out on that.
That's the worst thing you've done?
No, and then I've thrown my man's food because he really pissed me off.
You threw it?
I threw his food on the floor because I just thought that's what should happen.
Well, I mean, that's okay. Did you clean it up?
No.
Now it's a problem.
And we were outside too, so like, well, no one.
Were we in public?
I'm not even that person. Yes, we were in public.
Why do you keep saying you ain't that person doing shit? Why are you doing shit? See,
I don't do stuff in
y'all
public.
listen.
Because that's embarrassing. But I was so mad.
This is why we have them on the show, so they can contradict themselves on camera.
I mean, it happens. Things happen. Life happens.
Now things happen.
That's not my character. But
well, if it wasn't your character, why did you do it?
Yeah, you did it.
I was really upset.
You're evil.
It's fine.
It's okay. It's okay. Women always don't want to own the fact that they guano out here.
Oh no, I'm hella open. Like I'm crazy as fuck, but I'm a quality crazy.
Oh.
Now that's scary.
Yeah, I'm a quality crazy.
Did you hear that
there
shit?
There are worse crazies.
I'm a quality crazy.
I'm a tolerable crazy.
Wow. And I was like, oh, okay.
Okay. Mimi?
Well.
Here come Mimi.
Miss Dukes.
Well, I mean, first of all, I don't mess with people's property, though. I don't play that game because I don't want you touching mine because it might really be a problem. Like, I touch yours and you touch mine, that might be a place we can't come back from. Like, we might go too far, okay? Because I'm not going to play when it came to that. That's number one, so I don't play that game. But number two is, though, I'm the type of person, let's just say if he's always, this is an example, he disappears, he's gone all night and he plays these little games and has these dumbass answers. I fell asleep and all this weird little stuff, right? So
man can't fall asleep?
Oh, but at somebody else's house, some girl you're dating. So what?
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All
right.
Because I needed context.
Okay.
Because I was going to say sleeping is human.
No, right. No.
It's part of the human condition.
No, I'm talking about
motherfuckers gotta sleep.
No, someone you live with and conveniently they don't show up at a reasonable hour because they're with a side chick or doing something else that's I don't appreciate, let's just say, right? So I address it and say they're not wanting to hear it because that's how men do. They don't want to hear it at that time when it's like bus station time. You're really not trying to talk, not right now. So when that happens, what I do is, okay, well, then I'm gone for a couple of days. Now, I'm not doing shit, but I'm going to make that shit be on your mind. You might be out, but you wondering where the fuck I'm at. And that's how I switch the tables back on them because now you more worried about what I'm doing and I'm really not doing shit. Really, I'm only doing this to get your attention because I need your attention.
Wow.
Yes.
Mimi got gay.
She does.
Mimi on the relationship monopoly board side of it.
Yes.
Right.
Like, nigga, don't pass go.
Yeah.
Shit. Wow. Should you protect, defend, and honor your spouse publicly even when they are wrong as 2 left feet?
Oh.
I think yes, you should.
Is
I don't
it
think it's
treason to call them out in public?
Never call them out
Yes,
in public.
it is
Right.
treason.
Especially a man. Your guys' egos are so damn fragile.
Oh my God.
I've gotten in trouble and asked, what am I in trouble for? And he wouldn't even tell me. He's just like, you know better. I'm like, about what? Tell me so I don't do it again.
But what if he really wrong?
Then I might grab his leg and try to but never say anything and disrespect him in front of the group of people because I'm on his team. But I'm gonna grab his leg and be like, try to
tripping
get
right
now. No, I mean really wrong.
Well,
give it an example.
I might have to walk away.
What's really wrong? What's really wrong?
Right.
What did he do?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna go get the car, I guess.
Because there's levels to your loyalty. I already know this.
But
if you are clearly damn near hollering at another chick, I'm about to yeah, you have a problem.
First off, there is no loyalty. It's all situational.
Yes, agreed.
Circumstantial.
Agreed.
So let's just put some circumstances out there, some situations, some scenarios. He robbed a bank.
Well, I'm not down with the little get down with that. Nah. I'm going to tell him he wrong now. I'm not going to turn my baby in now, but I ain't with his get down now.
Mimi is right.
How much did we get in this bank robbery?
I mean, I'm not going to tell him my boo, but damn, nigga, that was pretty bad.
You reckless out here.
You
can't
do
get
that.
caught, my nigga.
Yeah, and I don't want you in trouble, baby. I'm going to miss you. And I don't want you in trouble. I care about your whereabouts and what happens to you.
Right.
You don't belong in the jail.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I would try to talk sense.
I like that. I like that.
I agree.
Rachel,
With that scenario?
I'm asking you, like, how you gonna deal with that scenario? This is somebody you love.
Yeah.
This is your Clyde to your Bonnie.
Yes, that means I'm obviously, no, I'm not down, nor am I going to turn him in. But, I mean, same thing. I was trying to kind of get him to get it together, but...
Let me ask the question again.
Okay.
Should you
the robbery
protect, defend, honor your spouse publicly, even when they are wrong as two left feet? And wrong could be you robbed a bank.
I just don't want to hear. I'm like, don't tell me. I don't want to. I don't know anything about it.
I don't want to know your business.
Don't tell me.
You know, women.
I'm out.
Can't help but knowing a nigga business. Can't help but being in a nigga business.
Because if I do a good question, I'm like, I don't know. Nothing about nothing.
I think she's snitch. I sent snitch on her right now.
Really?
Mimi was down as 4 flat tires, but if you squeeze her, this nigga he right down the street.
7-Eleven.
I can sense the snitch on you right now. You gonna snitch?
No, I can't. No.
Did that seem convincing?
No.
Come on, Brandon, don't front. Did you?
Would you trust me, Brandon? You don't trust me, Brandon?
That shit was hella snitchery. And that's
You
what
don't
I
trust
heard.
me? I'm 50-50 right now.
Don't do it. You had your scenario.
Oh, I'll just put out there, like, I'm mildly snitchery. It depends on what it is. Don't
snitchery.
No, but not in this scenario. But I'm just gonna put it out there. Yeah, like I tell people, like, don't put me in position where I have to choose my freedom over defending you, because we're gonna find out real quick how much I really like you. So you better be real fucking comfortable in how much I really feel you, because there's very few people like this many people I'm willing to do time for. 5. These 5. If you ain't in that crew, boo, you gone. I'm sorry. My freedom is more important than yours.
And she talking about her man.
So
somebody
if
she
you
loves.
my man, you might be number 6, but right now it's 5. So but yeah, so you're gonna find out real quick where you at.
She talking about somebody she loves.
So
you going to jail.
I'm only going to jail. I'm telling you right now, I'm only going to jail for someone I unconditionally love. Anybody else, I can love you, but I ain't doing time for you. Time is real. My brother is in prison right now. Time is super damn real.
Well, we know women typically don't love unconditionally.
So I have this many people right now, right, that I do. Okay. So, but in this scenario, no, I probably wouldn't stitch. Again, it depends. Like, if you only got 10 G's, Negro, you on your own. But if you came out with the mill, we gonna work it out, boo. We gonna figure it out.
The loyalty cost.
Yeah, if you go rob a bank, you better do it right. This better be some Ocean's 11 shit, homie. Let's do it.
So you.
What if he kills somebody?
There we go.
My brother has killed somebody, and he's one of my people I unconditionally love. Right? Like.
Okay, so what if your man was in the same situation?
If he killed someone, depending on what happened, child or otherwise, like, we have to figure it out in that moment. I'm not making anything solid right here. Like, oh, everything's situational.
We know.
Everything is situational. So yeah, like, I'm not gonna say like, oh, you killing someone's the end all be all. No, because I sit here defend my brother all day, every day, give him my all, and he killed probably more than one person that I know of. So,
yikes.
Like, I can be your ride or die, but you got to be ride or die worthy. Like,
kind of scary right now.
Some of y'all go to jail. Don't tell me your snitch worthy shit, okay? Don't tell me it.
Oh my goodness.
Own it.
You can't really trust Tiff, I see.
Nah, You can if you unconditionally love worthy.
It's 5.
This many Negroes is worth me going to jail for. That's a lot of people. Think about it.
That is a lot of people.
Philip. Philip is from the Bay. Get on the mic, Philip, real quick. Philip is from the Bay. He know what game is. He know what the real is.
Mm-hmm.
Is Tiff gonna snitch?
I just said I was gonna snitch.
I think she gonna snitch
Yeah.
if they throw that time at her.
Can you trust her?
No.
Right now, based on what you heard.
And my brother, I will tell you right
that.
now, my brother would be so disappointed because he's like, snitching is death. I'm like, Negro, you in here doing 34 years.
Right. But
Can't
also,
fuck with her.
his business is also on the
years.
radio
He can't
right
fuck
now
with this
too.
little one over here either.
Oh, no. So here's the
These
thing.
two send you to jail.
You will never know.
I have nothing to say. Like, just I don't.
No, and
I'm walking away. Don't talk to me.
Mimi will allow you to live in her basement.
Right.
Until they find you.
Right.
These two, it's over.
It better be 10 million or more.
You don't
even have
trust
to go
me
into
either?
jail.
No.
You don't trust me?
Here's the thing, though. I think a lot of people lie and say they're ride or die, and they won't snitch, and that's why Negroes are in jail. I'd rather be honest about it. Unless you on a certain level in my life, don't tell me that shit. Don't put me in that position.
It's too late.
So that's what but I'm saying, like, there's hella girls out here be like, yeah, I'm a ride or die, or I don't snitch. There's hella dudes who say don't snitch, and that's why people are in prison right now. True story. I actually don't think Zoe would ever snitch, actually. But I'm just saying, like, there's so many people out here fronting like they're not snitching and whatever, and they're career informants and shit. So, like, I'd rather just be honest about it. Don't put me in a position to have to do this.
So the reason why I framed the conversation this way, because these are real conversations that will tax real relationships that don't have real bonds.
Right.
Right? Motherfuckers be talking this, I need trust and security and certainty and all of that, but ain't nobody really down no more. We live in the hookup culture. Technology has made it so easy to hook up with people all over the country. It's easy. You could just fly somewhere and you in some ass. It's just bam.
Right.
So now that relationships are so fragile and fickle because there's so many options, how the fuck is trust even possible today?
Right.
So you talking about standing up to somebody. Most people are in, watch this, disguise while they're in relationships. They just hanging out, hovering, waiting for their opportunity to gain either control of that other person or that relationship, or biding their time until they can bounce to a better situation.
Right.
That's kind of fucked up. I know.
Right.
I know. Talking about standing up. You can only stand up to your friends. I notice when you got real friends, those are the people that pull you by your coattail and go, listen here, man.
Right.
Come on, my nigga. Shit.
Right.
If your woman can't do that, or your man, first off, it's hard as fuck for a man to check his woman. Let's just be honest. Y'all not in the checking business no more. Or the getting checked business. Women be like, you, nigga, I got 100,000 followers on IG, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about?
But you know what? I think it depends on the type of woman that you are. See, I'm an alpha woman, so I need an alpha man. And an alpha man is not going to let you I don't want him to hit me or nothing, but there's a certain form of respect that he needs. And I like men that want their respect. I don't want you to let me run all over you. Then really, we can't be together. Because guess what? I'm really like strong anyway, and I'm an alpha person, so I will run the shit, but I don't want to be the runner. I want him to be the backbone and let me play my position. I'll add to the position, but I need that man to be strong. That's how I grew up. And also where I grew up, snitches get stitches. That's where I come from.
Oh, shit.
I'm not saying it towards y'all.
Oh,
I don't mean
no. That's why I said
No, I'm not saying. I'm just telling you where I.
Mimi, put your switchblade away. Shit, I'm scared.
No, seriously, when I was a kid, that's what you would say. And like, but she's right. There's a lot of informants. There's a lot of people that play behind being solid and they're not. So it's dangerous in the world today. You get what I'm trying to say? Because there's people that play like they're not. So the bottom line is, though, I just feel like I mind my own business. I don't tell on the next person because I don't want them in my business. It's like I don't play those type of games. But I get it, but I can't ever play it. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's especially where I come from. Like, you get a jacket on you that you're a snitch, that's all bad.
It's over.
Yeah, it's all bad. They not even messing with you no more. Like, what? You snitching? What?
Wow.
You know what I mean?
So
it's done.
I totally agree.
Somebody said Mimi's a thug.
No,
right, so that part.
I agree with Mimi in that I think the misconception of alpha women is that we want a beta man, like to just, and me, I'm not like that. Like, I am an alpha woman, and therefore the only proper position, and that's actually functional, and that's what I'm realizing now, reflecting on like what things worked about previous relationships, what things didn't, is I'm only going to respect and allow myself to be checked by another alpha man. So that's how you're going to know where you really stand with me, because I have to really respect you to allow you to correct me. And I want to be corrected. Mm-hmm. So like,
say more, go deeper.
Well, so a good example, because like we're not romantic or anything contrary to whatever the hell all y'all listeners think. But like,
motherfuckers really think I'm hitting this.
Yeah, they really do. It's not at all.
You're not.
Yeah.
Let me just address that real quick.
Yeah, no.
I would. But the reality of it is, I think it's unprofessional. I never hit anybody that I've had on this show. Never. Corey be asking, "Why don't you fuck them girls?"
Right.
Never have I done it. I think it's unprofessional.
So but someone that I was talking to recently was like, you can learn from someone else besides Zoe. And I was like, true.
Wait.
That was a comment he said.
Wait. Say what?
Right. And so let me finish, right?
Don't tell me niggas in the street hating.
Right, but I was like, listen, and it was because, and that's immediately in him saying that, I realized what that person meant to me, because I was like, well, true, but you saying it lets me know you don't feel like you're in the same position, and two, lets me know, yeah, you're a beta, because I'm obviously not letting you check me in that situation. I was like, I respect Zoe enough. He's intelligent
by default,
enough,
my nigga.
Right? Like, I respect him to the point where, like, Zoe corrects me all of the time. Maybe not on the air, but he'll, like, text it, and we'll talk about it later. Like, Zoe checks me all the time. And I'm like, I'm in a place to learn. I need that correction. But I respect him enough to receive it. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're a male...
That's a big point, though.
Yeah, like, if that's how you're going to figure out in a relationship where you really are. If someone is able to check you. Why would a nigga
be in the street talking about a nigga he don't know?
Anyways,
that's just amazing.
I tell you, my experiences out here.
You gotta let me check you the way you let Zoe check you. He ain't the only one that can check you. Won't you try me on for size?
It is so crazy out in these streets.
Motherfuckers is wild.
That's crazy.
Zoe ain't the only one that can do it.
No, like seriously out here, it's been so crazy. They're like, I'm a neo soul brother too. I'm intellectualized. I'm like, okay, you don't probably have to tell me that. I should probably just know. But
since you into them kind of niggas,
right? So
I got some green contacts too. You need.
So I feel like that's how you know if someone respects you and values you, if they're able to be corrected by you. And that's why it's easier in friendships. That's why it's easier in friendships, because friendships, you genuinely don't have anything, committed to each other except mutual, like and interest and whatnot. You're not like sharing bills and have kids or whatever. So it can be more genuine and sincere. There's less invested like romantically. So like I definitely receive a lot of correction from my closest friends because, again, I respect them and what they say.
But this goes into my ideation that most people who are in relationships are not in a friendship.
True.
I don't believe people are friends in those relationships. Concepts and ideas like, if we break up, I'll never talk to you again. That ain't your friend. That could never have been your friend if you could be in a position where I never talk to you again. Because most people are in relationships to get shit out of them. Right. And it ain't always to get shit out of them that they want. Sometimes you get shit out of, most times you get shit out of relationships that you don't want or that you never thought you wanted until you got it. That's how you know you got a valuable relationship. You looking for this linear line of receipt. I want to get this. I want to get this. I want to get this out of it. This will tell me this is a good relationship. Then you get hit upside the head with some shit you wasn't expecting that actually made you better.
Yes.
See, a lot of people don't understand the nuances and the subtleties in that. But I'm going to say this, Mimi. Do you agree with Tiffany with regards to respect being the factor that allows your man to check you?
Absolutely. I mean, first of all, I couldn't even be in a relationship with a man I didn't respect. So first and foremost, the respect must be there. And as she said, even out of a relationship, it has to be someone that I respect on a certain level, whether I respect their knowledge, whether I respect what they do, maybe the kind of money. They may be a wealthy person. Maybe they're not in the same field as me, but they have knowledge that I don't have. So I feel like respect plays a big part of it.
Is respect a part of getting? Is it a part of receiving?
Yes, I think that I think you can receive from someone that you respect. Because if you don't respect them, then you don't receive what they have to say. Because you're thinking, wow, you don't even, you don't seem that knowledgeable. If someone's trying to kick game and really their game is nothing, you don't hear it. But when somebody you respect has game that they're kicking, you're interested because you know that they can enhance you and give you game and give you information that you don't have.
But that's until you think you've gotten all the game they have to give.
Ooh.
And then once you get it all, or at least once you think you've gotten it all, typically the respect levels go down.
And you know what else? And you know what else happens on top of that? Say someone becomes your friend, hypothetically. Let's just say you're in a high position. You are the president of some club. And all of a sudden you befriend one of the other people. Once they get to know you to a certain level outside the club, their respect for you is not the same that the people have for you at the club that don't know you personally. Because now they feel like that they've got you down to their level in some type of way. They feel like they're so close to you, they're getting your game, and they feel like, oh, they don't feel like you're above them anymore. They don't have that same honor towards you that they originally had as the other people have. Now they think, now they think they've learned from you, and they think they can answer some of the questions that they've heard you answer, and they're picking up your game and think that they're on your level in some type of way, and you're not. Bye, boo.
I've been there. I done had some people who date me who
try to regurgitate.
Try to do what I do.
Right.
Try to be what I am.
Right.
Hey, what?
Or I think, well, even if something happens where the respect then is lost or changed. And I think that's the difficulty in relationships, is that it starts and you might have a certain respect for that person, so you are taking their correction or whatever, and then something happens where that respect or your vision of it is different. And then your response to them is different. And that's where cogs in the relationships happen, right?
Yes.
So they're used to you taking their correction a certain kind of way, and then they maybe have a hiccup, and now you're not responding the same way. And they're like, wait, why aren't you da-da-da-da-da? And you're like, well, because you did this, so now I don't want to listen to that. That's usually what happens, that rift, so... And that's where you have to ebb and flow. Like I tell people, like, you're changing at different levels at different speeds. So you have to be patient. Like, no, I'm not always going to respond to everything you say in the same way, because maybe I don't have respect and reverence for that area of knowledge. Right? So, like, I'm going to respect and revere you here, but maybe not so much here.
Yikes.
Like, you might be a spiritual, esoteric, like, being up here, but financially you ain't got it together. Like, well, I'm going to have spiritual talks with you, but I might not take your financial coaching so serious.
Right, Joe.
Well, as they were talking...
No. I have a specific question for you. What is your definition of respect?
Ooh, jeez. What is my definition of respect?
And what is it contingent upon? My procurement of it.
I mean, definition, I guess, of respect would have to be, someone that I think can offer me something, and
Look
someone
at here.
Yeah.
These are the takingest motherfuckers.
Well,
go read the book, The Giver.
It's a good book.
It's a great book.
I just feel like someone I respect, they have qualities that I can learn from.
What will you love them forever after you've extrapolated all of the knowledge they have to teach you?
Yes. I will, because even though
look
at
that face. Do that face again.
I'm thinking like,
because your face said, "Hell no, I'm out."
No, I was really thinking like in certain situations, maybe in certain situations not. You know, like I was really thinking about it.
Yeah.
I just see you guys as a giant mouth made to suck all of the resources.
Because I have to love what you did for me. Like my very first relationship, I love what I got out of that and took from that. And I think he's an amazing person.
So let's go deeper into love being equated to getting.
You know.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, when someone has your best interest at heart, they give you.
We've made it a selfish movement.
Yeah.
When all the spiritual saints all over the world, from time immemorial, tell us love is selfless.
Exactly.
We've made principles out of receiving equal to what love is.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's where I'm like, it might sound like I'm into receiving, but again, me, it's more like my number one need is just your actual attention. Not like text messages, but just like your actual energy in liking me. That's like
But there are a lot of no good guys that could give you attention.
Absolutely. And I definitely have entertained them for periods of time. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I genuinely dislike people who genuinely like me. I'm an intense-ass personality. So if you genuinely, like, you don't make me feel like I got to look a different kind of way or act a certain kind of way, and you actually genuinely like my jokes, that's really the number one criteria for spending time with me.
Hold on, cuz. I know a little bit about you.
No, let me finish though first.
Is this new?
No, this has always been the case. Like, I'm a giver more than I am a receiver in all my relationships. Like, when I really tell you, like, I've improved all of my exes' credit scores, I've given them so much money and time and put them before myself, even though I'm a huge achiever. Like, people will go look, like, read my bio on my website and see all these things I've done, and they may have certain preconceived notions of my relationships. No, everything I've done for myself, times that by 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's what I've done for my exes. All of my exes have come out of our relationships better than they ever stepped in. Because when I'm a giver, like I'm not in a relationship to receive anything from you, but just genuinely liking me. Because I'm an intense-ass female. I know it. My family has hella baggage. I have baggage. All I want is you to genuinely like me. But now it takes a while to like really figure out how sincere you are. That's why like my separation my separation is so hurtful, because I'm like, man, I really thought you liked me.
Yeah,
like that's the real pain.
You know?
Yeah, that's the real pain. Like, well, did you really like me or not? Like, that's the number one question. The finances, all that other shit, like treating me crazy, that's irritating. But the real pain is like, I really thought you liked me.
Wow, you're listening to the voice of reason on Dash Radio, Dash Talk Radio. What we want is for you to call us and give us your best examples that you can share with us of your spouse either standing up for you or standing against you. How did they stand against you? Did they stand against you in private? Did they embarrass you by standing against you in public? Maybe at a family event. Maybe in front of the family. Damn, you did that in front of Mama Mabel now? The fuck wrong with you? Huh? Maybe they stood up in front of the kids. You gonna do that in front of the kids? You gonna challenge my authority in front of the children? Somebody call us right now with your story. Maybe you have a success story. Maybe you have a jewel. Maybe you have a tip. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. 323-230-4610. True or false? You may have a problem standing up for yourself if you feel it's okay to live, swallow your feelings of unfulfillment and frustration. How many people bury that feeling of unfulfillment and frustration and just kind of deal with the situation because they're in the situation on the bottom? It's clear the other person got the power. It's clear the other person got more resources. Fuck, I can't really say how I feel. Ugh. I couldn't stand up to this motherfucker if I wanted to. How many people living in that situation? 323-230-4610. True or false? you have an issue standing up for yourself when you feel comfort in submitting to your partner to the point of self-censorship. God damn. It's no big deal. It's all right.
No, that's a big deal.
I'm fine. They can do what they want to do. Self-censorship. Has your partner really heard your true voice on anything? You got some people who have a communication style called avoidant. And for the sake of not having to go through no drama, will not really speak up on anything, will not reveal their POV or perspective on anything. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. I want to hear from you. How do you stand up to your partner? How did they stand up to you? Was it respectful or disrespectful? Call us, 323-230-4610. Caller! You're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Speak on it.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth, and I'm calling from New Orleans.
Hey, how you doing? Talk to us about your situation, hon.
I'm doing good. I was listening to the show earlier, and I love your show. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Good. I wanted to speak on the question you had earlier about treating your man like a bitch-ass nigga when he don't want to argue. And my husband introduced me. Where you going? Anyway, so actually, I wanted to speak about the rules to fighting too, because really there is no rules. Because when you're emotional and you're in your feelings and you're trying to address something, even if you wait, your emotions still rise up because you feel what you're trying to address when you're addressing it. In my case,
I totally get what you're saying. Sometimes you get so caught up in the heat of the moment. We get to those moments that are called the point of no return moments, where you say something that you wish you wouldn't have said, that you can't take back, right?
Right. But then I had to turn it around to myself because it made no sense to fight with my husband because we don't care about the same shit. So that's, and then I start dealing with myself because I have to ask myself, why am I so mad with him that I have to argue with him about the same things all the time? And it's not even bothering him. It's just bothering me.
So give me an example of the things that bother you that doesn't bother him. Give me 2 examples of that. Let's go.
Oh, we used to fight over the phone all the time. Well, Facebook used to be our big issue. Even though I know my husband, sometimes it just gets on my nerves when he does certain things. Like, don't tell me I'm your only love, in your life and everything. But then your phone will say something different, and then when I address it, you tell me that what I'm seeing is not what it is.
Ow. So you talking about he gaslighting. The phone is saying one thing, he telling you it ain't that.
Right. Right.
Gosh. Let me just say, I can't speak for your husband, but I could speak for a certain demographic of men. We love our wives. But we love them hoes.
Facts.
And we're going to be out. No, I'm just...
But here's the thing, though. I'm not mad about the hoes. I'm mad because if I want to give you a chance to explore and have your freedom, the only thing I ask is that, well, hey, how about we just have separate places so you don't have to feel like you're walking on eggshells around me and you can still be yourself? What's wrong with that?
Tiffany has something to say to you, obviously.
I'm just like, see, this sister is thinking the same as me, but for whatever reason, men think we can't handle the truth, so they go out of their way.
You know you can't handle the truth.
Nah, if my husband would have been like, yo, we live in separate,
Listen,
we both can have different partners, I would have been like,
listen,
because LA is popping.
First off, can I just stop you? There's a couple of things that have to be addressed. Number one, no, you can't have your separate thing. You belongs to us.
I get
That's
it.
just
and
how
that's the
God
problem.
made it.
But that's the problem.
Y'all don't want to read the Bible now? Now we're not Christians? We're not Christians now?
But it's not.
So, according to the Bible...
Oh, don't get me on the Bible, though,
I'm just
because
saying,
the commitment to a husband, people forget in Ephesians the rest after that.
Hey, y'all belong to us.
No, it's really not about all that. I just feel like if I want peace in my home and I need a chance to vent, like my husband puts a deadline on my venting, so I don't.
Hey,
yeah, you do.
That's a great husband.
Yeah, that's fair.
You get a deadline. That is great, and I think it should go both ways.
Yes.
That was brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
You get 30 seconds. You better get it all off in 30. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
Longer than
10
30
minutes.
seconds. You get 5-10 minutes. Shit.
But my thing is this: I know who my husband is. I know who he is, and I don't mind who he is. I'm just different, and I've accepted that I'm different, and I don't know how to handle it too well. So that was my coping mechanism to suggest that we live separately. But I don't think he agrees.
You belong to him. You can't live separate. Girl, you his wife. You talking about living separately. What?
But he want to have hoes.
Hey, listen. He strap up. He don't come back with nothing. He keeps shit separate.
So do I get to have hoes too?
Hell no, you don't get to have hoes.
See, this unequal ass shit. This unequal ass shit. Right?
It's gonna always be unequal long as we running this thing.
Not even entertaining Zoe right now.
That's why I'm
like y'all be
getting
trying to
divorced, right?
change the rules. You want to impress me? Get out there on the oil liner.
You know what's funny though is I might even agree to that if that was the agreement we had when I got into it. But don't lie like you won't be monogamous.
Listen,
and then you
hold on.
Just tell me you want.
Stop
hoes
asking
top.
for equality. You want to impress me? Start doing all the shit men do, and start. We ain't got to get all. Women and children ain't first no more. Y'all start living our lives. You live our lives, then you get to get extra pussy on the side.
But what I'm saying though is if that's really how you feel and you presented it up top and I knew it, I might even take that, right? But
You
then
never
men
know.
need to
She's
stop lying, like, oh, selling us monogamy,
Wait,
like that's
hold
the goal,
on.
and then
hold
having hoes.
on. Let me tell you something.
Like then just say I want to
Listen.
have hoes.
Let me tell you something right now. Y'all bullshitting. Our lives.
We bullshit.
I'm finna tell you right now.
When y'all want y'all wait.
I'm finna tell you right now. You want to hear it? Our lies fit into your mind like our dicks fit into your pussy.
Oh, shit.
I'm just gonna say right now.
Let me finish this thought here.
Okay,
This church right now. Our lies work on y'all. Y'all got to be honest. If there wasn't a history of successful lying from men to women, men would be telling the truth.
Okay,
Men
I
don't
agree.
tell the truth because lies work on y'all. And oftentimes, lies work on y'all because y'all have been lying to yourselves for so many years that y'all can't hear the truth. Tell me, am I bullshitting, Mimi?
No, you're not bullshitting.
See, so y'all be talking about tell me the truth. Well, I can't tell you the truth if you've been lying to yourself.
Right.
What the fuck?
Well, what
I ain't gonna
agree.
get nowhere with you if I'm telling you the truth while you lying to you.
Right.
What the fuck?
I'll say I agree because there's a lot of not self-actualized people. But like she was saying, she's like, maybe I'm just a different kind of girl. I agree that was probably me 25 and earlier. But now, like, I'm like, I really can handle it, and let's just talk. Let's figure it out. What are the options? What's the truth?
What happens
And
if the
see.
man comes to you and says, listen here, you the right woman for me. I already know that. You are the right person for me. I have the greatest opportunity of being your friend and you being mine.
Right.
You it seems like you're just fucking predisposed to being down for me like 4 flat tires.
Right.
You got my back. You love my family. If I got kids, you riding for my kids. But I'm just not attracted to you. Now, I can't lose you because I already know how valuable you are to me and what you could mean to me being on my team.
You don't think?
But my dick is yogurt when you're around.
You don't think you can find all that? You can't find all that with
Well,
a
here's
woman
the
that you
thing.
are attracted to?
That's the I would say younger thought, like, oh, I should be able to find everything with everybody. But I think the winning thought is there's lots of people in marriages where that's the agreement. They understand that. So, okay, you don't find me attractive, but we a hella good team.
First
Cool.
off, the average female ego is like the average male ego. They can't take that level of truth.
Again, yeah, the average person. But okay,
What's
so
the
you go
sex like then?
So you go to the next. You get it from someone else. You have an agreement that we a team, but we meet this one need somewhere else, and that's why I said I wish my husband and I would have been in an equally self-actualized situation where he would have communicated that, and then we could have made it happen.
I don't know. Caller, your final thought on this.
I was just saying, I thought it was a good thing. I thought it was a good idea to my husband that since I didn't want to live a life like that, that he could live in a separate place and we could still be in each other's lives. I just didn't want to see it. So,
are y'all legally married?
Yes.
You belong to him. That's the end of it. Now just get used to your life with him now. Just get used to it now.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
Right.
Girl, you got this.
I don't like your tone right now.
No, I'm being facetious, of course.
Yes,
All right, of
yes.
course. I'm being facetious. But if that man has been honest with you, if that man has told you the truth about who he is and how he get down, and you agreed to it, don't agree to shit you don't really want to do.
True.
How about that part?
So why can't I change my mind?
Ooh, that part.
You know what? Everybody want to change their mind once they get in the ring with Mike Tyson.
Man, right.
He's talking all that shit. I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna beat your ass. You get in the ring and then it's, oh shit. Wait a minute. I didn't want this. Well, you shouldn't have talked your ass up into that ring.
So once I realize I'm getting my ass whooped and I don't want to get my ass whooped no more, I'm supposed to keep getting my ass whooped?
No, you're not. So what you saying? You gonna run away tonight? Is Harriet Tubman gonna roll by the crib?
From nothing. I'm not running away. All I'm saying is, if I feel like I'm giving a person a better option, but they choose to be suppressed and depressed, that's wrong.
Wait a minute. Are you depressed?
Huh?
Are you depressed?
The arguing makes me depressed
There we go.
sometimes, yes, because it's about the same thing.
And
Yes.
you're bringing up the same thing because you agreed to something that you are now reneging on.
Yeah, and I feel like...
Well, you owe him 7 books.
And I feel like I want out because I realized in this relationship that I didn't love myself as much as I thought I did.
Oh, now this is big. Now we're coming to the crux. You agreed to something because you were in a position of low self-esteem.
Yeah.
And now that you've had time to reevaluate based off of the treatment you're getting in this arrangement, you now want out, right?
Not really.
See, you're not even ready for the truth.
Ready.
Now you're going to tell me women can't handle the truth? You tell me women handle the truth now? Because I just gave her the truth.
It's like I want him as it's like I love him as a friend, but I don't want to do the cohabitation thing anymore.
Look what you've done.
Like, I love him for who he is. I just don't want the relationship part of it anymore.
Well, how do you stand up to him? Can you stand up to him? Is there space for you to stand up to him? Because a lot of times in relationships, there's no space to stand up. Is there space for you to stand up?
I don't know.
Does he allow you to voice your opinion?
I don't feel there is. No, I don't feel there is.
All right, so now we in a real situation here. So the real situation is, because this is stuff you got to deal with. This is how
Real
I
life.
would raise my kid, my daughter. So now here's the real situation. Do you have family members? Do you have people who got your back? Do you have people who will support you in a situation where you find yourself trying to separate yourself from this brother?
Right.
Do you have brothers?
Yeah, but
uncles?
It's not like that. It's not like we're not physically, in altercations or anything like that.
Well, then
like,
you got to
we really
now.
are friends. It's just not. It's just not. It's not what I.
You got to now. You got to talk,
my
baby.
Relationship before we got married.
So now you know you got to talk, right?
Can I ask why you're staying? Hello?
Because I do like him as a person. I don't know. I just don't understand the change in our relationship, but I know it's different. And I know that
She want to stay.
he's not as happy as he could be.
Y'all hear
And
that,
I'm
right?
not as happy.
She want to stay.
Don't quit talking about me.
No,
I just hear you now. You want to
sweetie,
stay.
I think that it's just. I will just say this: he doesn't have to beat you for you to feel abused. Like, I'm going to say that right now. Like, emotional pain, especially if it's causing you depression, can lead to things like suicide. It's very real. We can't see it, but emotional pain is really hard. So if you're trying to say you're having emotional pain over what's going on in your relationship, then you either need to talk to him or to somebody else about that. But if it's just funky, y'all maybe can just work through the funky. You don't always have to leave just because things get funky.
But then also, oh yeah, people are saying they can't hear the caller, brother. But then also, I know we talking at the same time. Our engineer has to go back and forth. But also, you have to realize this too, young lady. You have to come to terms with yourself and tell yourself the truth. Am I with him because I'm afraid of being by myself?
Oh, yes.
Or anything financial. Or that's why I
See, the
asked.
financial part is easy.
No, yeah, that is easy.
When it's
But
money,
we don't know her case though.
but what I'm saying is easy to acknowledge when it's money.
Yes.
Right.
Hey, okay, it's bread. That's why I'm here. I don't have the bread.
Right. Oh.
What's harder to acknowledge is abandonment issues, fear of being alone, fear of not being able to do better than what you are currently. These are the harder issues to deal with.
Right.
So this is where I'm at right now. Where are you at? What kind of fear is keeping you in this situation? Are you afraid to be by yourself? Do you feel like this is the best you can do? Answer me.
No, not at all. Actually, I just finished school and I have a lot of things going on, but it's just, I feel like we're two different people now. And I don't know, I feel stuck. Not really stuck, but just like, I don't know. I just don't see us together forever.
Better, and she wants to upgrade, and she don't know how to say that.
She
got better.
Her life got better.
Yeah, she's improved herself since they were married, and now she thinks she's elevated, and she wants to
just like a woman to run out on the man when she get her shit together.
And it's just convenient that he so happens to have this thing where he likes hoes as a good excuse, but really it might just be you want something different and you want to change. I hate when people try to scapegoat when it's them. If it's just you, it's you, boo.
But you know what? Another flip side of that is because she may have had a low self-esteem when she got with him, but now that she's gone to school, she's feeling better about herself.
She's Florida Evans.
She's realizing she deserves better than what she's getting treated. So it's not just maybe she's just doing something wrong. It's just she's growing and evolving into a new person and becoming wiser in the fact that she believes in herself more. And I think that's part of it as well.
Yeah, that's fine. But again, it's just own it. If it's you and you just want something different than him, just say you want something different.
But that is something we talk about on this show all the time.
But I really don't want to be with anybody right now.
Hold on, honey. It's too late for you to say all of that. Because you've already said I do.
I know.
You belong to him now. It's too late. She talking like they dating. That's your husband.
Well, let me ask
If he come home and ask for sex, you got to give it to him according to the law. According to the law of the Bible and according to the state of Louisiana. You got to give it up.
I think that's why she really was proposing estrangement, I think. Like, you
That's
know
what
what?
she asking
It's
for.
expensive as to get divorced, and it's irritating, and it's just ugh. So I think you were proposing estrangement. Like, let's just separate amicably and not mess with this paperwork. And girl, amen for trying.
And you know what? All jokes aside, I really appreciate you calling in and sharing.
I appreciate you.
But I'm going to be honest with you. What you're going through is a natural process of relationships.
Yes.
People do not always grow together.
No, almost never,
All right?
actually.
And sometimes what is perceived as growth, this is why you have to be ever diligent in watching yourself. Because sometimes what is perceived as growth is just change.
Yes.
It's not transformation.
Yes.
There's a difference between superficial change and transformation. Just because you get a degree and you're in another space, you tend to think you've grown. But a lot of times, you just changed. True growth is transformation, meaning you are something entirely different. Now, sometimes the change is cosmetic. Oh, because I got this degree, I'm somehow better. Wait a minute. If you still harbor the same beliefs, limiting beliefs about yourself, if you still harbor the same limiting beliefs about relationships, you just have a mask on. You haven't transformed, you've changed. There's two different things, right? So I'm gonna say this.
Right.
I'm gonna say this. And people don't believe me when I say this, but this is real. Pray on it.
No, really.
On the spirit side, not on the religion, dogmatic, like on the meditation, spiritual side, and really go inside yourself and ask yourself, who am I today? What am I about? What is my purpose? And how does my purpose align, right, with this relationship? Is it aligned with this relationship, or is it falling out of, like a misalignment with this relationship? And if it is, then that's just the natural process of getting better, of transforming, of growing. But if you just on some superficial shit, you have to acknowledge that part too. I appreciate you calling in, young lady.
Thank you.
Yeah, Monday night, not so fair fights. A deeper look at how to fight for yourself or against your partner without ruining your relationship. Gosh. Hey, nigga, I've been to school. I'm better than you now. I've got to get away from you. I mean, you're a bit lowbrow for me now that I have this hefty AS associate's degree. I know I'm wrong. Don't be mad at me. Call us right now, 323-230-4610. When was the last time you stood up to your partner, and was it beneficial? When was the last time you stood up to your partner and the shit was an all-out catastrophe? Where you go, God damn, I wish I wouldn't have never said nothing. I can't say nothing to this motherfucker because it's... Ask yourself a question. Why are you with that kind of person? There has to be some type of lesson in it for you. It's easy to blame the other person who's like that, right?
Right.
Oh, fuck. How did I get this person? Jesus Christ. Because you like that in some way, shape, or form.
Right.
Can't nobody tell you nothing. So the only way for you to be able to see yourself is to get somebody you can't tell nothing to. Oh, Zoe, that's some bullshit. Okay. Look at your partner. I'm gonna look at your dude. See what's up.
Right.
I love calling niggas out on their bullshit. Caller! You're on the line.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Voice of Reason. Speak on it.
All right, so check it out, right? You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
All right, check it out, right? Y'all was talking about checking your lady, and you basically y'all standing together all together. Okay, I just had this incident just recently, man. I was kind of fucked up about the shit. I ended up charging to the game over it, but I feel like maybe I fucked up. All right, so the deal is we in the movie theaters or whatever. We kind of get into it over kind of some dumb shit. It wasn't me and her. It was me and the person at the concession stand about some money. All right, so I'm kind of getting kind of live with her or whatever because the motherfuckers fucked up my shit and they got somebody else up there and they fucked up my shit too. So I'm kind of spazzing a little bit, but I kind of let it ride. But how I felt was, it's like, instead of my lady kind of being behind me or the shit, she was kind of like leaning towards their way with it. Now, I don't have a problem with my lady, speaking her mind or anything of that sort, but I just felt like in the time of the incident itself, she should be with me because we should always stand together in public. But, that shit kind of, it calms down, it rides out. So we get in the theater, it's all good. I guess, she's still kind of trying to talk about it. She's bickering or whatever. She's bickering. They call the man up in there. The man gets to tripping. So basically, we go outside the movie theater. I'm getting into it with the police or whatever. And, it's like the motherfuckers start trying to check me and shit. They put their hands on me. I'm like, yo, get the fuck off of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. But either way, that dies down. But the whole time, even with this situation, she's still kind of siding with the police on this shit. So, like, I'm kind of real big on the Martin Luther King quote, the measure of a man. So I'm thinking, okay, this is our first time really in a serious situation. And she don't stand with me. And, now she's always been down with me with, good times, hard times or whatever. But this is the first time we actually had a heated topic, some shit happened. And I just felt like she wasn't there with me, man. That shit kind of fucked me up. And I charged her to the game right then and there on the spot. And I just kind of wondered, like, was I in the right on that shit? I mean, I know I was kind of wilding, but I just feel like if it's your damn woman, she's supposed to always be with you. Like I said, I'm not one of them dudes that's like, she can't say shit, whatever, because I always respect her opinion. But I just felt like in the time during, she should have been down with me. And that shit kind of felt like, like I was left assed out to dry. Like if I'm doing some shit and, I'm out there by myself wilding out, okay, I understand I'm by myself. But if I'm with my lady, I feel like she's supposed to be down with me, and the shit just didn't go that way. Tell me what's your thoughts on that.
Oh, man. Oh, shit. We got to get four flat tires on this one. Mimi, MC, 4 flat tires, because Mimi know how to be down. These newfangled chicks, they don't know nothing about being down. Mimi, what did the girl do wrong? Was the girl down? What happened? Shit.
I really feel like she could have did a better job at standing by you. Although you said you were wilding out, but she didn't have to identify that with the other people. She could have stayed down with you. And then, of course, she could have also tried to simmer the problem down with the police. Not saying, that's what I do. If there's a situation like that with my people, my man, or any of that, I'm trying to be like the buffer. Like, well, they really didn't mean it like that. And that's not saying that I'm saying you're wrong. What I'm saying is leave my man alone. We're going to be all right. Everything's cool. So I think that if she wanted to do something, she could have did a better job at trying to simmer it down so that you wouldn't have to go down that route alone. And you saw that she was on your side. And also you saw that she was making provision to help you by being on your side.
Yo, check this, Mimi.
Yeah, I
wait.
What you're saying on that?
Well, hold on 1 second, caller. I'm going to get you right back in here. I'm going to ask the caller and Mimi and the ladies this question. Any woman that you in relationship with that get them people involved?
That's a problem. That's a problem. Oh, no, that's a big problem. Yeah, no, that's a big problem.
Wait, no, she didn't call the police. They were having an argument, and the police were
hold
called,
on,
right?
she sided
with the police.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, she sided with the police, and that's all bad. Yeah, I didn't touch on that part. Yeah, that's all bad. I mean, actually, if somebody's with me and sides with the police, I'm really not effing with them no more. Girl, boy, kid, whoever. Because I feel like, and I don't mean there's no disrespect to your relationship. I just feel like those are kind of like the people against us. And so no matter what, she should have made sure that, one, you were straight, even if she had to try to simmer it down, but you never get on their side. That's what you don't do.
Well, and you guys already know me. I'm not an absolutist. So I'll give a caveat for when it's okay.
Right.
If this man on the phone was trying to hurt her,
Right.
or trying to injure her in some way,
that's different.
Right.
But this your man, and then them people get involved, and you low key side with them.
No.
Bruh, you better get out.
Well, that's why
She trying to give you tea, nigga.
I'm with Mimi all the way in that, like, people don't need to know. Maybe I've been in situations where my man is, a hothead, and he might get hot in public or whatever. Not my ex before my ex, but anyways, or whatever. And your number one job is you know them better than anybody. So you obviously are a mediator for them. You're buffering everything. You're trying to simmer the other people down, advocate just so you can get the hell out of there because, no, I'm never siding with the police ever when it's me and my man in public, period.
Never.
Hey, my black man in public, no, my number one priority is you living.
Right.
For us to go home.
Right.
I can talk to you about it later, how maybe you pumped up over they didn't put enough butter on your popcorn, but I ain't going to tell them that when we standing at the concession stand. I'm going to be like, yeah, we need more butter, please. Okay.
But this is what I'm saying.
I'm just saying it's not that serious. We just need more butter. Like, yeah, I'm going to advocate for you all day. I'm going to de-escalate. I'm going to try to make sure that, everything is about you.
Right.
Yeah,
this
no
is what I'm saying, man. Like, we are hey, thank you, caller, for the call, man. We appreciate that. That was a hell of an angle you brought to the show, man. We appreciate it. If you want to bring your situation in, please call us at 323-230-4610. Thank you for the call. Let me jump back. Relationships gonna be hard.
Yes.
They're gonna be difficult. And some of them are gonna push us to the limits. This is how you know if you really want to be with somebody. If you motherfuckers come out on the other end of that. Listen, this goes back to the previous conversations we've had. I'm not saying a woman should stay in an abusive relationship.
No.
And the way we broke down, the way we stratified the different classes of abuse. IPV,
right.
Intimate partner violence. CCV, common couple violence, and then IT, intimate terrorism. This is a motherfucker controlling your sex life, your wallet, your whereabouts, your family, your interactions, everything through violence. That's an intimate terrorist. If a motherfucker loses cool and y'all get in a wrestling match and he choke you, that's common couple violence. That's not IT. That's not intimate terrorism. The research is out there that proves that relationships come back from that. You don't believe me? Benjamin Carney, Thomas Bradbury, UCLA, go do the research. Intimate or IPV, intimate partner violence, CCV, common couple violence, can be dealt with therapy. IT, dealt with by police. Different thing.
Right.
So what happens is, because most people don't know the stratification of domestic violence, they think everything is under the bridge. Me and Mimi have this talk all the time. I keep telling Mimi to write the book because there are women out there living on Mimi's fumes. Mimi been to hell. She know what an intimate terrorist is. She's been chained, locked up in a bathroom, like kids kidnapped, niggas' cars blowing up.
Like for real. That's
Real stuff.
Yeah, like real shit. There are women
Real
out
shit.
there who, no disrespect, are using female privilege. No disrespect. I need y'all to understand. We have to know the difference. There are people out there who are really going through it. Right. Whereas, especially the media always wants to portray an image of the perfect relationship. Nigga, the perfect relationship got violence in it. Y'all niggas need to understand that. The perfect relationship has some level of violence in it. And the people who tend to survive, the people who tend to make it, are those who get help, work it out. Sometimes even in the process of working it out, they work themselves away from each other, but they work themselves away from each other amicably. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, it's, oh shit, I didn't know I had to work on this. I shouldn't even be in this relationship. Right? Because they went about it properly. But you got people who trying to live off of Mimi's struggle. Oh, I'm abused. Don't put that badge on yourself. It's just like, oh, I love when Tony Robbins says, don't claim you're depressed.
Right, sure,
there are people out there claiming depression that aren't really depressed. Like, don't claim the life of some people who are really struggling with depression.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, don't claim the life of somebody who's really been, a victim of intimate terrorism.
Yes.
Ooh. We talking about how to stand up to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Now, right off the top, standing up to your partner, you gonna see the dark side.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Dr. Mark Goulston, I talked to him yesterday. Yeah, Dr. G. I talked to Dr. G. He's good. Dr. G said, you're not really in a relationship until you see your partner's dark side.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people who have never met their significant other because they don't really know who they are at their worst.
True.
How you gonna be somebody's friend, somebody's confidant, somebody's number one ace if you haven't seen the Darth?
Right.
Motherfucker run up out of there as soon as they see your darkness. Oh shit, nigga, I didn't know that was in there. I'm out.
Right.
What the fuck? Who is this nigga?
Right.
Or who is this woman?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You gotta see that. And this will let you know. What did Dr. G say? You gotta have at least 2 knockdown, drag out fights. And if y'all can come back from that, y'all gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why people tend to not be able to come back from that is because of what they went through before they got in the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
323-230-4610. Monday night, not so fair fights. A deeper look at how to fight for yourself against your significant other without ruining the relationship. It's hard. It's hard. I can tell you right now, she's going to ruin 4 relationships by the time she's 25.
I'm going to ruin 4 relationships?
I'm just playing. I'm just playing. You're so sweet. I'm not going to ruin anything. He's just not going to understand. Caller. You're on the line. Speak on it.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's Ace from St. Louis, man.
Ace from St. Louis. What's the world, pimp?
Man, I've been going through a little problems lately, and I would just like you guys' opinion on it.
What's up?
I'm in a relation. I'm in an interracial. I'm kind of nervous. Interracial relationship right now, and I was at a barbecue this over the weekend, and I had a situation where my old lady's sister dropped the N-bomb. Now, I've been with my old lady, just to give you guys some context. Been with my old lady for a while. She's a decent person. We have a baby now, so I'm kind of vested in the relationship. So I had to make her address it. And now we're having a little problem. So I would like your guys' opinion on how you would have addressed that situation.
All right, so here's number 1. You said you had to make her address it? How did you have
not necessarily make her address it, but we were all in a group setting and everyone was drinking. Yeah. And in the town where we're at right now, it's it's kind of half and half. Now, I'm from a town where it's 99% black. You know what I'm saying? I've never dated a white girl before this. This is my first time with this type of experience. You know, I'm out of my element. I wanted to handle it like the way we typically handle things, but I know that would have caused a different, situation. I'm a little conscious as to where that would have led. So I chose to handle it in a more calmer way and have her address it. Now, I heard her say it, so I didn't want to address it because I knew everyone was drinking and what that would have taken it too. But I rather had her say something to her sister because that's her people's, and that's just how I chose to deal with that. That's why I wanted your opinion on how you would have handled it.
All right, we're going to go to our resident biracial person.
Oh,
know the sentence first? Is that okay? Can
She
we know?
said nigga. That's all we need to know.
The context doesn't matter. I think I just wanted to know
Beat
more
her
about.
ass.
Like, is he basically saying, like, I just wanted a clarification in, like, did you basically ask your girlfriend or wife or whatever to say something to her sister? And is the problem with how she said it to her sister? Like, I guess that's the part that, before I respond, would help me understand.
My problem, I have a problem with it all. Like I said, I've never been in an interracial relationship. This is all hitting me like a whirlwind because I have a baby. I'm not trying to be a deadbeat. And, if I didn't have my baby, I would have booked because I just don't deal with that type of situation. I'm not for it. I don't deal with that type of shit. Like, I would have handled it differently. But now that I have a baby with her, I've been in a relationship 5 years. Me and my girlfriend has never used the word. She never even uttered it, never thought about saying it, that type of thing. Like, so I thought, this was a different situation. But now this is my first time being around her family like that, and her sister dropped the word, and
let me cut you off real quick. Let me just cut you off.
Right.
She comes from that family, dog.
Right.
Okay, she comes from that family. All right. She might like chocolate swipe.
Right.
But the reality of it is, homeboy, she come from that family, and she got enough sense to be with you and not say that shit around you. She white. White people know good and goddamn well that they're very selective around what type of black people they say that around. They know it's a certain type, and really, mainly all of us, but they know there's a very slim minority of black people you can say that shit around. And if that white woman was comfortable enough to say that shit around you, she must have known that her sister groomed you to be around them. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
That, like, come on. Now, I'm not saying your woman thinks this way, or because I don't know her, but I know she come from that family.
Yeah, and
I'm not saying. Listen, because we gotta be balanced on here.
Yeah.
I'm not saying because the sister said it that it's a foregone conclusion that everybody in that family says it. But that's typically how it goes.
Yeah.
In a general sense.
I got you.
That's typically how it goes. Now, it's unfortunate because the auntie doesn't understand that she's disrespected your children by using the term.
Well,
can I give you a little more on the situation?
Let me just give you a tidbit before you do that.
Wait. Here's tip.
Yeah, I'm going to say this.
Go ahead.
The mistake you made, and it's easily done because I see it all the time, is that you thought it would be better to let your significant other address it with her sister, but that's their common ground. They already know how each other think and act. It would have been better coming from you. Now, maybe not in that moment because you all drunk. Like you said, it can escalate and just be disregarded as, militant, angry black man. But it doesn't come as well from the person they see as the same. Another white person trying to check a white person doesn't always work because, again, she comes from that setting. Your baby's mom already knew that her family had that in them. She probably should have prepped you on that, but she probably knew not to. But the checking comes better from you. I told my husband the same thing. When the Trump stuff was happening and I knew my mama struggled with some of these areas and stuff, and I was like, no, if you feel uncomfortable, I need you to say it because I've been saying it to my family. It's going to come better from them hearing it directly from a black man as a black man's experience, because to them, I'm just another whitey to them, even though I'm brown. So they need to hear it directly from the person who experiences it and why it means so much. So yes, you need to go to them and say, I have black children. I'm a black man. This is how I experience life. This is why you cannot say that word.
Because now it's weird. Let me tell you. Now it's weird. Because let me tell you what makes it weird. You got to be on. You're forced into the kumbaya position.
It's awkward as fuck.
It's awkward because it's kumbaya. Listen, you got with a white woman. Did you get with a white woman because she raised your self-esteem, or was this some natural organic shit?
No, it was actual. It was organic.
Okay, so if it's organic,
like I
listen.
Never dated a white woman in my life.
So listen to me.
Happened to travel out of town.
So listen to me, bro. So, bro, listen to me.
Yeah.
I can't disrespect your choice. That's how it just naturally evolved. You got with a white woman. that don't mean the white customs and belief systems that they got, you have to be in alignment with.
Right.
So now,
by no means,
but this is
by
what
no
I,
means,
but
though,
this is
and I
what
don't
I
think
mean
it's
though.
as
Listen,
construed
hey,
as
bro,
I'm aligned with their beliefs.
I got
I'm
you.
a strong
I
black
got
man,
you.
and I have strong black beliefs. That's why I'm so like I have an issue with this.
But listen, if you got an issue, this is why I say you forced into kumbaya mode. Because now you got to find a way to keep the peace. You got to go to them white folk and go, y'all can't talk like that around me.
Right.
I fuck with her. I don't fuck with y'all.
Right.
Like, you got to say that.
Right.
I did say that.
Oh, well, good. You said that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Joe. I don't like we're vibing on the same. We're on the same page here. Where you were speaking earlier, where I agree 100% with everything that you told me. Like that's what we're vibing at. I'm thinking like you, like where she came from this family. But I never thought I had to address this because, like, when I met her, this is not just some 2-year or 3-year thing. I'm 5 and 6 years in, and I never had to deal with this. I've been around her family before. Her mom has an interracial child. She's with a black man. Her sister has interracial babies. She's with a black man. And they were with black people before I met them. Like, knowing that, like, when I met her, all of them they already had interracial kids in the family and everything. Like, I didn't think this was something I had to deal with, not necessarily thinking that this will ever come up. But I was aware that if it ever come up, that I would address it on the spot. Now, it came up. She said something. I addressed it right then and there, and I don't mess with it. I told my girlfriend that I don't want my daughter over there. I don't want my daughter around it, and that's whether it's not a problem coming up with that. But I'm just wanting your opinion on how I smooth that over.
Now, let me tell you this.
Smooth that over with her sister and her.
So now,
not trying to make her choose between me and her sister.
So now
That's
let me.
all I'm
Okay.
dealing with.
Hey.
I don't fuck with her. I don't fuck with her family.
God damn. Can I get a word in edgewise, pimp? Can I speak now? Jesus. We got you.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry, though.
You passionate. You done fucked around and got caught up in the hornet's nest. And some white hornets at that. Now,
it's only because it's a kid involved. It's not the monkey. It's the kid. You know.
No, I got you.
About that.
I got you. You done started dating Winter. So listen. Now you got to pull her to the side, your woman to the side, and establish rules. Yeah. Now is the time behind the scenes. Listen, if I ever got to interface with your people, this is what I expect. You need to prep them. You need to let them understand that I'm with you. I'm not with them. I'm not with their ways. They're coming across as racist. We got a daughter. They're disrespecting the child with the freelance nigga talk. And if somebody say it again in public, I don't really have any guarantees for how I'm going to deal with it. See, then let me tell you something. White people need to remember how to be scared.
Yes. Yes.
They're not scared no more. Like, fuck him. He with you? Oh, you got him? Oh, that nigga's tamed. You on the get out bus right now, homie.
Right. That's why I said you need to make a stand for yourself and not speak through her on it so they know.
Like I said, it's more complex than that. Like, I'm going through some things with school and stuff, and where I'm at as far as location in the country. If I would have handled that would have put a lot in the bind. As far as if I get locked up, that put a lot on the line. So I'm getting ready to graduate school, and I have a lot going.
Hey, listen.
Can't jeopardize that.
You are doing the right thing by not jeopardizing your shit. Right. But please understand, you've put yourself in a trick bag.
Yeah.
I know.
You put yourself
accountable for what I've put myself into.
Yeah. You put yourself in a trick bag
the right way.
Yeah, and you handle it the right way. And make no mistakes. I'm not saying, do nothing stupid, because I don't want you to do nothing stupid. Like you said, you got a daughter. But damn it, people need to be able to respect who you are. Mm-hmm. The fact that she was able to come out of her mouth in public, that lets you know how much they respect you, dog. And this is why I say you forced into kumbaya mode. You got all this stuff going on. Now you got to just be on some quiet, behind the scenes, talk to your woman, and try to check these people if you can. But Jesus, boy, you're in a tough situation. I'm sorry. Yeah. Somebody said the caller is auditioning for Taken. We appreciate the call, man. Thank you, man. Damn. That's tough. How And listen, he brought up a unique scenario. How do you stand up to your woman? If it's an interracial situation, you got a child, you're not married. First off, you already know. Having a child and not married, that's her baby.
Yes.
Right off tops, that's her baby. Having a child not married, you in a bad situation. They show disrespect. You're a black man and the N-word come out their mouth at the picnic. Wow. At the picnic. Pick a nigga. That one over there. He belongs to us. Now you can't say nothing. And if you do say something, how you say it is going to frame how they look at you moving forward.
Right.
Gosh. Listen, you know what's real cold about when a black man tries to show contrition or respect, a lot of times people in the dominant society, as my good friend Tariq Nasheed would say, they look at that as a sign of weakness. Because he shows respect. Hey, don't say that. You think it's cool for you to say that around me and my daughter? Oh, you got a live one here. This one's mean. Right? They'll see that as a sign of disrespect. And really, you're only left with one real option. Never fucking with them again. You can't even show up to the picnic no more. You just can't. Whatever happened to the black man you had the child with? Oh, I'm still with him. You just ain't never seen him again because the last time you fell out your mouth.
Right.
And we don't want to start nothing. We don't want to get some shit going in here. Gosh. Yeah, I know I couldn't see myself doing it. You biracial, though. How does it work?
Well, again, that's where I don't want to presume anything about her, but like my family knows. Like they know, they be mad like, why is everything so black? You're so militant. And I'm like, because I'm black. Like, so they already know, like, it's set up. If someone in my family said the N-word, I'm going to puff up on them. Because why is that? I know they have some tendencies. I'm not going to front like my family is not don't have racist issues in them. Like, my mom is the definition of an ignorant, naive white woman who just wanted a brown baby. Like, that's as simple as that. So I'm going to puff up.
Wow.
So my man doesn't have to.
Yeah, that hurts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and if I get to a position where I say, I think this will sound better from you than me because my family is so just weird, then believe me that it's going to be better coming from you than me. Again, I'm going to communicate to you, but no, my family, I'm going to puff up for you first.
Wow.
You know what I mean? That's why I tell people I'm hesitant to have a black baby because having a black baby in America is intense, and that it's going to be
Why
an
you
interracial
gotta call
situation.
it a black baby? It's just it's a baby, and you black, and the baby's black.
I tell people this all the time because my mom's like, "What do you mean?" I don't think it should be a thing that I have to tell that being biracial. I know the conversations white people have with their children and the conversations black people have with their children. I never heard a white person say, "Okay, when the police pull up, make sure you do this, 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 and this, and this." White people don't even turn on the radio sometimes.
I love those videos when you see that white man cussing out that police officer.
Yes.
Give me the fucking ticket.
Let me go,
Yes,
goddammit.
like
Right.
when people say like, "Oh, there isn't a difference," no, there's hella difference. And being biracial, I'll be the first one to I make your list of what's different. Yeah, we sure the hell eat different at barbecues. Yes, we sure the hell talk different. Like, yes, like there's huge differences. I'd be happy to tell you. And so even with my mom, specifically being interracial, like I plan to have a very woke conscious child, and my family being as ignorant and naive as they are is going to get on my child's nerve. Like when my child gets to the reality, like, oh, why? They really just think we're tan. Like my aunties actually said that. You're not black. What the hell are you talking about, lady? Of course I'm black. Like, so that's just going to get on your damn nerves. Like, what? Like, oh, we're colorblind. No, we're not colorblind.
Wow.
You know? So, like, I'll be the first person to puff up with you. Like, and so people, that's the one thing when people get in interracial relationships, I'm like, please know it's not just about love. Please don't be that naive. I'm glad you love each other, but I hope you have hella more conversations than just being in love.
Wow.
Because it is more than just love.
That's crazy. I hate it.
Right. I wish it was just love.
I wish it was
This
cool.
is not the world
but
we're in.
It ain't cool. It ain't cool. Caller. You're on the line. How do you stand up to your partner, man?
What up, man? It's Hustle from Miami.
Hustle from Miami. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Hustle from Miami. Speak on it, pimp.
Hey, man, first, I'm glad you finally got this thing live up on YouTube looking correct.
You see, it's a little crispy, ain't it? It's a little nice up there, right?
Yeah, it's the touch that the show deserves, you feel me?
Come on, man. If we could just keep the internet popping in here, we'd be good.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, but let me holler at the man for a minute. Because, you know, I can only really come from a man's perspective. And I tend to lean towards the Black Phillip line of teaching. I don't know if y'all are familiar. But it's always the man's fault. That's where you need to start. If you start in the place of accountability, then you can understand why this brother's getting disrespected at the beginning. You understand why the other dude that called in, the chick wasn't backing him up when the police came through. You know what I'm saying? It all starts with how you run things as a man, as a leader. Women, I have not yet found a woman who isn't willing to follow a man standing in his own. I just ain't found it. Now, the question is, are you able to recognize where you are as a man so you can bring yourself to that place where you're getting what you require? You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when you got to bring up an issue with a woman, there has to be directive. Don't get caught up in the back and forth of it all. Keep your eyes forward and get her moving towards a common goal with you. That way y'all ain't arguing, y'all building. You dig what I'm saying?
I could smoke a bag of that. It's always hustle. Hustle always comes through with wisdom, and we appreciate it, man. Thank you for trying to get through. I saw you on Twitter talk about you can't get through. I saw that. And you already know how the phone lines are, man. They be tripping. You already know.
It is what it is, man, but I'm glad I got through. Maybe some fellas could pick that up. You know what I'm saying? And don't be afraid to stand, man. God gave you two legs for a reason. You feel me? Stand on your own.
I can smoke a bag of that. Good looking, bro. We appreciate the call.
I'm out of here.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah.
I need two points from everybody. Pro and what you should and shouldn't do. How you should stand up and how you should not stand up to your partner in advocacy of them. I'm trying to help you. What's a good way and what's a bad way? Tiff?
I always encourage you should stand up in a place of yourself. So with I statements, don't run in there like you're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing this. I feel this way because this happened. When you take it off of them and you put it on yourself, like you said, why are we in this relationship? What did I do to contribute to this? It helps them receive what you're saying better. So the more you can keep it on you, like, this is how I'm feeling, this is what I experienced, how I experienced it. Not, you did this, so this happened. No, that's fucked up, because that's just your perception of what the fuck happened. Mm-hmm. So as long as you keep it to you, that helps. So that's my number one rule, and what not. That's kind of like what to do and what not to do in one, really, is like keeping I statements for sure. And I would say number 2 is to let go of that concept of not going to bed angry. I hear that shit all the time, even from old folks. And I'm like, sometimes it's okay not to resolve it right away. Some of these issues are hard. So you can go to bed not resolving the issue.
Well, maybe
but
not
you can
resolving,
you can be like, we're going to agree to disagree, and we don't have to be happy all the time. That's the number one misconception in relationship. My grandma said this.
Who holds the grudge longer, men or women? Because whenever we say agree to disagree, that shit still be festering.
Women. Yeah, women for sure. But my grandma said this, and it's led my life and helped me so much. She said, if you're really in love with someone or you're really in relationship, you should always love them, but you will not always like them. And that has led my life. You like, okay, shit, this argument's deep. We might be at this for a minute, but okay, love you, but good night.
Love you, bye-bye.
Shit, even if you got to sleep on the goddamn couch, like sometimes you're so angry, you're like, couch. I'm a couch myself. Shit.
Okay. Right.
So let go of that concept.
Really quickly, got 3 minutes. One pro, one con, one good, one bad. What you should do, what you shouldn't do.
Okay. I'm actually going through this right now, and how I approach a situation. I think wasn't the best, but it was pretty much like I would like more of this, and even though it came very like nice and sweet, it at the end of the day, it's like you are failing at this. It wasn't like an X, Y, and Z on Y. So we got into, our little heated conversation. So what I've decided to do now, my next step is to, kind of lead by example. So from what I want to just show more and give more of that, so he can like, okay, this is what it is. Like, yeah, just lead by an example.
I could smoke a bag of that. That's smokable.
For sure.
That's my new plan.
Mimi?
To know when to talk and when to listen.
Oh, yeah.
To be a good listener. Because sometimes people are telling you what's wrong and you're not listening because you're too busy yelling and getting your point across. So listening is important. Thanks. And number 2, I think it's important to watch how you speak to a person. You can tell someone to shut up, or shut up, or, different levels of the game. I'm sorry I got so loud, but that was my example of the, one extreme to the next.
Mimi could bring it, I could tell.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I really like that, because you're like saying listen to understand, not to respond or
hear.
to debate.
Yes, hear what they're saying, because they're telling you how they're feeling, and their feelings are important, and then therefore maybe you guys can work through the problems instead of arguing. You can actually hear their point of view, because if everyone's yelling, no one can hear what the other one's saying, because you're tuned it out. Like, F them, I gotta say X, Y, Z. Who cares what you got to say, because you're not listening to me. So everybody wants to be the most important, but the most important thing is to hear one another and listen.
There it is. The ladies have spoken. You're listening to the Voice of Reason. We'll be back Wednesday and Friday with another heater. Damn, today's topic was fire. I appreciate everybody for chiming in. Rachel, Mimi, and of course, Tiff Ram. Thank you so much, guys. This was dope. We'll be back Wednesday with another barn burner. You already know how we get down. I think I'm going to broadcast live through YouTube again. So it was pretty dope. YouTube, keep donating and supporting this channel if you want this content to keep coming through. We appreciate you guys. We'll talk to you later. Deuces. Holla.